So welcome back to this video series that discusses how to complete your first assessment for Year 9 PAS. So we're up to part 5, which is the post-event critical evaluation. So in this part you need to write an evaluation of 500 words, and the evaluation should be critical, which means it considers a range of different perspectives and it takes into account the event as a whole and also your performance of your role. Now, we've created a scaffold, which there's a link in the task sheet, and when you open that link it will bring you to this. So this is just a little Google Doc that includes some information about how to complete this part. So there's two aspects to evaluate. So your role in the event, you need to consider the role that you played. How effective were you in fulfilling this role, and consider the key skills such as communication, leadership, teamwork, innovation, flexibility, time management, and your role in promoting the event. So that's your role, and you need to think about the event itself. Reflect on how effective the event was overall. What worked well and what didn't work well, and how could it have been done differently if it were to be run again. When you evaluate means to make judgments. Okay, so evaluate make judgments based on criteria, and also provide evidence and examples to back up. Your judgments. So that's what evaluate means, and you want to use words such as successful, effective, unsuccessful, useful, positive impact, negative impact. All of these types of words show the marker that you are making judgments. So you want to write things like the event was effective because, or using kickboards and noodles in the relay events was an effective strategy because. So notice I've used the word effective, which is a judgment, and then when I say because, I'm going to provide evidence to justify my judgment. So please write with that perspective in mind. Now this next page will show you just how to set it out. So you need to provide an introduction, an overview of what you will discuss, the key concepts. So in your intro you'll be talking about some of the key parts of the event and key parts of your role, and you'll be talking a bit about some of the key skills that you performed either well in or maybe not so well in. So just an overview of what you're going to talk about. In paragraph 1, you've got your body, and then in paragraph 1, alright, remember using teal, as I discussed earlier. Okay, you're going to evaluate your role, and you can see in this particular scaffold I've included a paragraph for each of the following. So I've got communication, okay, you can see there's communication. I've got leadership, management, and the ability to delegate. That's another paragraph. Different topics, different paragraphs. Teamwork is another paragraph. And this is all in relation to your role, remember. Innovation and flexibility. Think about some problems that you came up with on the day. Time management, and this could be both in the lead up to the event and on the day. And so these parts in yellow, they all relate to your role. Okay, remember this is this part here. Okay, your role in the event. Okay, it's yellow. Okay, and that's going to form a big part of your evaluation. And then when you get to paragraph 6 to 7, you're going to evaluate the event as a whole. Alright, and you've got to consider, I'll do that one in blue, the event as a whole. So you're going to consider the Carnival program, the break times, the sequencing, the level of supervision, crowd control, and so on. So you want to include all of that when you're evaluating the event as a whole. Okay, so 2 parts to think about: your role and the event as a whole. And when you are evaluating your role, we want you to think about how you were able to fulfill your role. Think about communication, leadership, management, and the ability to delegate, teamwork, innovation and flexibility, time management. And then when you get to the event as a whole, I want you to consider the program, the break times, the sequencing, the equipment, the supervision, crowd control, and so on. And then finally, you've got your conclusions. So you want to sum up those most important things that happened, both in your role and in the event itself, and make reference to those most important aspects in your conclusion to sum up. So hopefully that's pretty clear. You've got 500 words. Be sure to evaluate. Okay, this is really important that you make judgments. Okay, making judgments. How effective something is, how ineffective, how successful, how positive, how negative, etc. These are the things that indicate whether you're making a judgment. So you need to use that language and provide plenty of examples from the day to back it up. Hopefully that's clear enough. If you have further questions, you may see your teachers, but this scaffold is a good go-to point to help you to structure your evaluation. Thank you very much for listening. I hope that these videos have provided you with a good overview of what you need to do for your task. Thank you very much.